I did have a question that was an anonymous one that came in.
Okay.
And they were wondering how do you feel about discipline when it comes to a child who's in special education? Do they, like, I think what they're saying is if the teacher is doing everything and following everything and the child is still breaking the code of conduct, do you agree with them getting the school following the code of conduct?
Yeah, I mean, if they understand it wasn't a characteristic of their disability, let me just give you a little story, which I tell in 2 days. It's true. So this lady called me one time, and her son really struggled with reading, and he had dyslexia. And she said, I got a referral to you. I heard you're the best in the world. And of course, she was right. And she said, so my son had disciplinary action. I want you to come to the MDR. I said, okay, what was his disciplinary action? And what was the behavior? And she goes, he bought pot brownies to school. Usually not a characteristic of dyslexia, but tell me more. I said, so how did he get that? I bought it for him. I bought this. Oh my gosh. So ma'am, that's no, I'm good, but that's not a manifestation of a reading disability or dyslexia. She goes, it's okay. His other friends in the tennis team, they'll be at out of district placement together. So that, of course, if you have a math disability and your child punches somebody in the face at lunch, that's not a correlation. It has to correlate with their disability, right? If you have, an orthopedic impairment and you wear AFOs and you bring a knife to school, they're not connected, right? But there are kids that don't understand their actions. They have history of trauma and behaviors and dysregulation, acute behaviors. I'm not just talking about somebody. There is a way to tease out choice and disability. And so, but most of my kiddos have a disability unless they have emotional disturbance or they have severe autism or severe ADHD. Those are the kiddos that are going to have a consideration for an MDR. If you struggle with math calculations, you're going to be going to out of district placement.